Hi, I'm Tony Martin, and this is Profiles, the show that lets you hear from some of the most interesting and successful people in the security industry. Now, today's show brings us to Raleigh, North Carolina, where I'll be meeting with Barry Simmons, President and CEO of Alarm Team, one of ADT's largest authorized dealers. So let's go meet Barry. Okay, so we're here at the Raleigh Country Club, and I'm here with Mr. Barry Simmons. Tell me about the club here.
Well, we're very proud of it. Donald Ross designed the last Donald Ross that was built in America in 1948. He's the designer of Pinehurst number 2, so you guys are in for a real treat.
Okay, sir, why don't you give us the honor?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. Hardest hole on the course. I've never seen anybody combine golf with like Dancing with the Stars. I mean, that whole little foot action right there, very impressive.
Unique,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it is.
Unique.
It's very good. Get this shot closest to the pin for a buck. How about that? See where we're aiming? We're over there. So take a little bit better aim. No, that's
a gimme. So Barry, I had a great time, but how did I do?
You did fine. You did fine. 72 is a great score for just to let everybody know that it was for 18 instead of 9 holes. How about that?
Okay. How about we get cleaned up and talk about business?
Excellent. Let's do it.
Great. Thank you.
All right.
Barry, first I'd like to thank you for having me here to your club. I enjoyed it, but I hope I didn't embarrass you too much.
No, you certainly didn't, and it's been a pleasure having you.
Let's tell the viewers a little bit about Alarm Team, and tell me about your business.
First and foremost, we're an ADT authorized dealer and have been since 96 when they created the program. Prior to that, we were a traditional company like hundreds or thousands of other companies in the nation that did resi and business and CCTV and access control. And then when the ADT program got created by ADT, we decided to jump on that bandwagon in 96. Didn't turn our back on the traditional business that we had created up to that point, so we separated it into 2 divisions. And we did that and operated that way until 2006. And then we sold the commercial side of the business and retained simply the ADT affiliation and the residential business that we had with ADT. And that allowed us to continue our growth. We're in 11 states throughout the Southeast, and as of late, we are in a management agreement with EverSafe Security, which is in the Northeast, which gives us total capacity of around 26 states east of the Mississippi.
Let's talk about the key to success. What do you feel has been the major key to your success?
Starting with getting the right people on the team. You and I have talked before about my belief in Jim Collins' book, Good to Great. Getting the right people on the bus is critical. You may not always have the position available that they're ultimately going to end up in, but if they're the right people, then it's more important to get them on the team. And we use 3 traits that we try to hire off of, and the person has to be, first and foremost, they have to have integrity in their personal and business lives. They have to be committed to becoming the best person that they can be, and then they have to have the desire to want to succeed. And by getting those people and having those traits, then that allows us to, for me to step out of the way, let them run the business and do what they do best, and allows me to focus in on the big picture items. You know, where are we going to be, where are we headed, what technologies we have to employ to make ourselves better, and that type of thing.
Now, I read somewhere that you've instituted a ring program. Talk to me about that.
In 2000, we implemented a ring program to recognize the achievements of our salespeople, our installation people, and that type of thing. We got a Super Bowl type of ring, and we implemented an entire culture around it, in which it's a 9-step process. Person achieves different levels. It takes them a while to get through it. It's become a big big part of our culture, and it's important to them. And if it's important to them, it's important to me.
So you've experienced great growth with ADT. In fact, you were recently inducted to their Hall of Fame. Tell me about that.
It was a big privilege for me, both as an individual, and the company also was inducted. ADT has two classifications, one for an individual and one for a company. And so both myself as an individual and my company was inducted in ADT's Hall of Fame, and it was a great honor and a privilege. It's nice to be respected by your peers and your business associates. I worked very hard. It was also ADT allowed me to be chairman of their advisory council for several years, a role that I took very seriously, to make sure that the dealer program and best interests of the program and ADT were well served across the nation. So yeah, it was a great honor.
Barry, tell me, what's next for Alarm Team?
I continue to be amazed by what consumers are willing to pay in regards to RMR. Over the years, I wouldn't have thought so, but over the years we've seen the RMR, the monthly rate that they're willing to pay for the services to creep up. However, they've crept up for a valid reason, because we as an industry continue to drive more value to those services. As we embrace the interactive services and getting information on our iPads and iPhones and Blackberries and those type of devices, the consumer wants that instant access to information, and we're stepping to the plate and providing that. And then video interaction and being able to see what's going on in people's homes are going to be a big part of adding that value and seeing that value go up. And I think we're just now starting to scratch the surface on energy management, which will be the whole green initiative going forward. People are going to become much more sensitive to that type of thing, and I think security can play a big role in allowing people to help manage some of their energy consumption at the home, because it's a natural. It's what they're turning it on when they leave, and they're turning it off when they come home and go to bed, and so it's a natural fit. So that's where I see it going.
What excites you about the alarm industry? I mean, is there something? Is it technology? Is it people?
Yeah, it's a little both. I mean, my background and strength is probably more organizational and operational issues and that type of thing. So our growth and managing the growth and implementing processes and systems that flow well for our people, that's a challenge that I embrace. From a security standpoint, it's something I've always done. Whether being a police officer for a period of time, and then I got into the private sector of security for a Fortune 500 company. So it's been part of my life, protecting people, looking after people, and has been what I'm all about.